Healing happens in circles, not lines. You'll return to old places with new eyes. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to the author of this quote. Definitely so true, collective. You make the healing journey look fun. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, people look at you in your life and they're intrigued by who you are. Um, some of these people have known you for a long time. Some of these people are new people, but when people see you and they see you go through certain things, certain disappointments and setbacks, they question themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people fold under pressure, and you're somebody who has learned how to really harness who you are and your gifts. And you were able also to understand very complex concepts. And the way you move through life so effortlessly, right? That's why you make it look so fun. And like, see, it wasn't always this seamless for you, collective. Like, you've learned how to develop your own ways to keep you moving forward. But it wasn't always like this. A lot of your growth and your healing happened behind closed doors in the privacy of your own mind, in the privacy of your own soul. So a lot of your growth, it couldn't even be measured. It couldn't be, like, people couldn't see it, right? It's almost like you would go through these periods of darkness and silence, and then boom, you pop out a different person, right? So, this is why people look at you and like, they're just so intrigued. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the things that you went through, they might have went through, and it didn't turn out the same, or they could never understand some of the things that you experience, and they don't understand how they could do it, or they don't even understand how you did it, right? But it's because you understand these concepts. Like, you are somebody who's dealt with a lot of difficulty from early on, so you've had a lot of experience with trauma, disappointment, let down from very early on. You've built up a lot of that experience early, way more than the average person. And what happened is you started to grow from these experiences and really learn yourself, and so you understand this concept of healing. And I feel like it's been a long time coming, collective, because, like, when you started your healing journey and you started to work on your own traumas and your own emotions, it wasn't easy. You would be triggered so much. Everything almost triggered you. People would project and you would feel it and you would be triggered, but you acknowledged your triggers, you embraced them, right? And as you continue to embrace those and become self-aware of your own thoughts and feelings, you've learned how to work through those triggers and get to the root cause of why it was triggering an emotional response to begin with, right? And once you got to the root cause of those triggers, now you healed those parts of you. So now when people try to project, you don't get those emotional triggers because you've got to the root of why you were being triggered in the first place, right? And there were many times in your life where, like, you thought, oh, okay, I'm good in that area, right? Like, I've grown to the max. And then, like this quote says, you would go back to an old place or an old type of individual. And you would have, you were healed, but again, more triggers would come up to the surface. And it would take you aback. It would kind of confuse you or make you question yourself, or even frustrate you, because here you are thinking, oh, I thought I was over that person, or I thought I didn't have any more feelings about this situation or this circumstance. And here the feelings come back up and arise, right? And this happened to you so much to where you realize, wait a minute, healing is not, it's definitely not linear. There's definitely levels. It's levels to the healing journey, right? Because you realize, wait a minute, trauma doesn't happen overnight. You know, you've been through so much that it wasn't an overnight thing. You know, you dealt with a lot of like abuse, difficult, abusive people, and just traumatic experiences for a very long time, collective, a prolonged period of time, right? I'm talking more than months. I'm talking years, even maybe decades of trauma, of pain. So, because you dealt with it for such a prolonged period of time, you realize that the wounds were way deeper than you thought, right? The wounds and the trauma and the pain, there's levels. And so as you healed certain layers, there were still more layers that needed to be uncovered and surfaced. Like an onion, you were just peeling back layers and layers. And each layer, there was more trauma, more pain that you uncovered and discovered, right? And so this became like and this is what also, this is why you make the healing journey look fun, is because you're a type of person where you embrace your challenges, right? You've done enough healing to realize, whoa, I see the results. So now you actually embrace these challenges and the triggers that come up within you. You embrace the challenges that come with you, right? And you get excited for assessing how far you've came, your growth, right? So now it's like to the point where you've healed so much, collective, to where you don't even realize, like, you be looking back in retrospect, like it could be months, it could be days, it could be by the end of the day, but you'll realize, wait a minute. Yo, I just realized something. Like, I didn't even snap out. Like, this person was yelling in my face, or this person was trying to make me feel a type of way, and it literally went over my head. Like, I was so unbothered. Like, this is you now, collective. You'll reflect and be like, wait a minute, they was trying to throw shade, or wait a minute, they was trying to make life difficult, but it didn't even, like, that's how healed you are, you know? And then there's other instances where you do recognize, like, wait a minute, okay, this looks familiar, this type of person, this type of circumstance, and then you assess the situation, and you realize, wait a minute, okay, I feel different, okay, this ain't affecting me, okay, I got this, and then you pass with flying colors, right? It's just so crazy, and that's why you make the healing journey look so exciting, because the way you embrace challenges, the way you embrace the obstacles is just like, you know, a lot of people would avoid them. A lot of people would be scared or terrified or worried, you know what I'm saying? Or some people would crash out, you know, because a lot of people don't have patience. A lot of people don't understand that healing there's layers to it. Some people think, oh, okay, once you address it, once you feel good about it, oh, that's it. No, you have to be tested also to see the test and the difficulties that come up in your life. Those are tests. And this is what you realize, collective. It's a test to assess, not to punish. Like, and that change, once you realize that changed your mindset and changed your perspective, like, these tests aren't to punish me. These tests are to assess my growth and see how far I've came, to see if I really changed, to see if I really healed, to see if there's still work I need done in that area. So you embrace these tests. You probably used to love taking tests in school. Maybe you were an A student. I don't know. But the way you think and the way you move, you got other people wanting in. And that's all what it's about too, collective. Like, that is what it's about. Like, you're showing other people that the healing journey, yes, it's not so fun all the time, but you can it's what you make it, right? It is what you make it. This is so powerful, you know. I love it. I'm here for you. I'm here for it. I live for you, collective. Like, if this is you, if this message resonates in any way, let me know in the comments below. I would definitely love to hear from you. And if this is your first time here on my channel and you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe because, it's a vibe over here. I definitely love to have you a part of the tribe. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support my channel. It's Car. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.